It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Williams. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 4 and 5. Right. Away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
What is up?
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Vikings.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tank Bigsby, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it's a second down. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Wright, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. The kicks away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it in past the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Play action. Now Williams. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And down to the 20 will go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A run here with Bigsby. Wiggles free. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing is Williams.
It's 2nd and inches.
Touchdown! Roman from 10 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25. Five-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. They'll
run on first down with Wright. Taken down at the 42. The Vikings are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but they can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a core part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll give this to Wright, running Wright. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Wright with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, It has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that area.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
On play action, here's Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's loose. The ball bouncing around. And it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
He'll field this at the 5. Escapes the defender.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And this winds up a gain of 4 at 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. McClendon. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Vikings had 6 to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We've seen him go all right in front of our eyes because, it's his primary read. He recognized and they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably... That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, 65 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
They'll go again here with Wright. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. McClendon. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On the give, this is right. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Brought down by Jaquan Brisker. 10 yards on the pickup.
They'll run with Wright.
At the 26-yard line.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 126 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Vikings, first down.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Past the 60. Ready.
Open man, that's Felton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about 4.
Complete to Ty Felton. 10 yards.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Okay, break.
They'll try and sneak it here. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll go with the keeper. And they'll get nothing out of that one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
It's a quarterback sneak. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get it. He's over for a touchdown.
This sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the opponents. And that makes this a 9-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, Williams.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's third.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air, Williams.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
70. Get it.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He was able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready. 79. Ready.
A give up the middle to right.
And some room to work.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
At the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay right on the ground. And he's got it to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll go right. No fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 27.
They give now to Abanikanda. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
2-yard loss on the
back to throw. McClendon. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run it with Abanikanda. Credible with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle by Brian Cook. A gain of a yard. Brings
On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
The 42-yard line.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
37-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Looking to throw. McClendon. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Johnson on the cover.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on. Cougar 19, 19 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. McClendon. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Here's Abanikanda. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Israel Abanikanda scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion, and defensively an opportunity slips away.
Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Still going. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Take Bigsby. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Vikings 37, Bears 34.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game, These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Campbell once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Israel Campbell halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now an audible here into something else. In motion goes the tight end. Working out of the gun, Williams. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass caught by Burden. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he's going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
3rd down, here's Campbell. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Israel Campbell, 46 yards. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. After a lead down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles, 18 Cardinals, 19 Big Lions, 18 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. McClendon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And at a 49-yard line to no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's a ball to Camden. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
What is up?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. McClendon. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Israel Abanikanda, 31 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. And just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On fourth down, here's Williams. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
1968, go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pass to the right side, caught by Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Down the right sideline. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Second down and 8.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll go again here with White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Third and 5.
At the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Back to throw. McClendon able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. You have one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now of settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now 2nd and 9. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And it goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.